Coming up now, the very latest news from Pattaya and Thailand via the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. Please like and subscribe. It helps us and it helps you too.
The Interior Ministry has stepped up its investigation into suspected foreign nominee businesses in Phuket, with around 200 more companies due to come under scrutiny in the next phase of the crackdown. Around 160 actively trading companies, already believed to be using Thai nominee shareholders, have now been referred to an investigation committee. Legal proceedings have begun against 39 firms, while a further 34 have already been ordered to cease trading. Investigators will now examine each business individually to determine whether Thai nationals were merely acting as nominee shareholders on behalf of foreign interests. Australian police have arrested a member of Thai Airways cabin crew after allegedly discovering 1 kilogram of heroin hidden inside her luggage on arrival at Melbourne Airport. The 26-year-old flight attendant was stopped on Thursday after her bags attracted the attention of Australian Border Force officers during routine X-ray screening. A search uncovered a white powder concealed inside the lining of her suitcase, later confirmed to be heroin. The drugs are estimated to have a street value of around 11.5 million baht. She now faces charges of importing and possessing a commercial quantity of heroin. Each offence carries a maximum sentence of 25 years in prison, and she has been remanded in custody until September. Thai Airways has issued a statement confirming it will cooperate fully with the Australian authorities and will not interfere with the legal process. Back in Thailand, police searched both the suspect's home and her parents' residence, after learning she regularly sent them around 10,000 baht each month to help with household expenses. Meanwhile, CCTV footage from Bangkok Airport reportedly shows a man wearing a hooded top handing an unidentified package to the flight attendant before departure. Friends told investigators she occasionally carried items overseas to earn extra income, although exactly what she believed she was transporting remains part of the investigation. The United States Embassy in Bangkok has thanked Thailand for helping locate and identify the remains of an American pilot who disappeared during the Second World War, finally answering questions that have remained unresolved for more than 80 years. First Lieutenant Franklin McKinney's aircraft crashed in Lampang province during a reconnaissance mission in 1944. At the time, aircraft operated with only basic navigation equipment while photographing vast areas stretching from Burma across Thailand and towards the Chinese border, making the crash site extremely difficult to locate. The excavation was carried out with assistance from the Thammasat University Museum and university volunteers. A Thai court has sentenced a woman to 7 years and 6 months in prison after she admitted trafficking her own 13-year-old daughter and forcing her into prostitution. As we reported at the beginning of the trial, the mother persuaded the girl to travel to Tokyo with the promise of a holiday before forcing her to work in a massage parlor providing sexual services. The teenager eventually escaped and contacted Japanese authorities, who placed her into protective care before coordinating with officials in Thailand. The mother pleaded guilty to all charges, resulting in her sentence being reduced by half. In Samut Sakhon, firefighters spent much of yesterday battling a huge blaze at a textile warehouse. The fire spread rapidly through the building, fueled by stored fabrics and other combustible materials, making it extremely difficult to bring under control. Towering plumes of black smoke were visible from across the city, although fortunately no injuries have been reported. Fire crews eventually gained control of the blaze late in the day, and investigators are now working to establish its cause. And some potentially welcome news for householders and businesses alike. The Interior Ministry says it is preparing reforms to Thailand's electricity billing system that would separate the cost of public street lighting from household electricity bills, ensuring consumers pay only for the electricity they actually use, which most people assumed was already the case. Reports suggest the practice of spreading public lighting costs across electricity bills has been going on for decades without many consumers even realising. There is, however, no firm timetable for the changes. The country's electrical infrastructure will need to be altered so that individual meters supply only the home or business they serve, with street lighting connected separately. Some consumers, prompted by the recent publicity, have even begun switching off their main fuse boxes at night before checking whether their electricity meters continue to turn. If they do, they may have found the answer. Despite what countless websites, bloggers, and self-proclaimed exclusive sources may be telling you, there is no new information regarding the Australian man being held over the death of a 17-year-old prostitute in Jomtien. Police have already taken his statements and are simply waiting for forensic and post-mortem reports. Everything else currently circulating online is, quite frankly, speculation, recycled stories, and clickbait. Even some overseas news outlets have been copying local reports before adding their own rather imaginative interpretations. The facts remain exactly as we reported yesterday. When there is genuine news, we'll bring it to you. And finally, what not to do after buying yourself a brand new Mercedes-Benz. According to police, step 1 is not to lose your temper after an argument with your partner. One rather emotional Mercedes driver allegedly responded by deliberately driving into a parked Toyota Fortuner before accelerating into 5 more vehicles, apparently with his foot firmly welded to the accelerator. Police eventually managed to remove him from what was left of his luxury car. During questioning, he explained he'd argued with his girlfriend and had, in his words, lost control of his emotions. There is, as yet, no word on whether the girlfriend plans to take him back or whether his insurance company intends to cover the rather expensive trail of destruction. And finally, the weather. The meteorological department is forecasting thunderstorms during both the morning and evening across our region today, with the possibility of temporary localized flooding in some areas. Expect highs of around 33 degrees, an overnight low of 27, and another very humid day ahead.
Local and national news today from fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.